What's up, guys? Got a drink here. What's up, guys? Beck and me is here, and yeah, got another drink for this episode, last one. And today we got Sabrina Teenage Witch Season 2, Episode 14, the five easy pieces of Libby. Okay, so this episode starts off with Zelda coming into the room, and she's like, "Hey guys, I got something new. I created a very big scientific thing," and she's like, she used ostrich saliva to create this thing. And it's like, ew, ostrich saliva. And yeah, but Hilda actually knocks it off and knocks it on the ground, turning everything blonde, or turning everything clean, including Salem the cat. Now he's Salem the white cat, which, yeah. So then after the intro, Sabrina's like, class. Mrs. Quick is like, "Hey, Sabrina and Libby, why don't you be partners together?" And yeah, Sabrina and Libby, come on. And it's basically, this whole thing is like, basically, Libby tries to wreck down everything that Sabrina does. And yeah, so basically Sabrina tries to do is she tries to, create like a spell that she creates a spell that keeps Libby 5 or 6 feet away from her. But the Quizmaster's like, "Boy, you can't Sabrina, you can't do that," and basically turns around Sabrina and makes Sabrina can't leave Libby. So yeah, so Sabrina has to do cheerleading practice with Libby and all of that stuff. But Sabrina, Libby's so mean to her, she can't take enough of it, so she pops out of the spell. But that turns Libby into a puzzle. That's why it's called the 5 easy pieces of Libby. Yeah. That's why it's called that, because Libby turns into a puzzle, and she basically goes home and she's like, "Wait, what do I do? Libby's a puzzle." And so, and the Quizmaster's also here, and he's like, "Hey, so they put Libby together, but they're missing a few pieces, so they go into school, and they go into Libby's house, which was pretty cool. But Libby's mom, now they know what Libby's got her, like, meanness from her mom, because her mom, just like Libby, is awful. So yeah, and they find another piece, but the only one piecing part of Libby's life is her compassion. Because you gotta give Libby compassion. Sabrina tries to do that, but of course Libby shoots her down, and she's like, "Wow, that's how." Yeah, try to give Libby sympathy, and look where it got her. Yeah, and basically, yeah, that wraps up this episode. It's real good. This episode's good, but it's just like, Sabrina tries to do something, Libby wrecks it. The Quizmaster, Sabrina tries to put a spell on Libby to keep Sabrina far away from Libby far away from her. Quizmaster finds out, he undoes it, and forces Sabrina to be attracted to Libby. But Libby, of course, doesn't know this, so she's obviously gonna diss Sabrina. Sabrina finally has enough, turns Libby into a puzzle, and that's the whole thing. That's basically the whole thing. That's basically the whole thing in this episode. It's good. It's a good episode, really. It's a good episode. You see Libby's home life, which her mom's awful, and that's where she gets her awfulness from. Her mom's awful. Libby's awful. Yeah, Libby's awful. So that's where she gets her awfulness from. And yeah, and yeah, and basically next I forgot about the next scene where Sabrina's like, hey, Libby, you can take over the project because she's got to take over her mom. And the teacher is basically like, Sabrina, you and Libby did very good together. You and Libby did very good together. The Quizmaster shows up. Serena's like, hey, you're in the middle of my game, and starts shooting at the Quizmaster. And not shooting at him, but he's in the game, and yeah. So basically, yeah, that wraps up this episode. Yeah, I forgot to mention it, but now I'm mentioning it. So, yeah, so next episode is a sick episode. No, yeah. My puns. Episode 5, now here. Okay. So, yeah. So, like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys have a wonderful afternoon. I'll see you next Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I'll see you next Sabrina the Teenage Witch.